Okay, we're getting Glenn Shadix, Otho from Beetlejuice.
I'm so excited.
On the phone.
I fucking love this guy.
Shad man.
Yeah, there he is.
What are you boys doing?
Glenn
Shadix. You're playing my high school top 40. I love it.
Oh, have you been enjoying the pre-show?
Yeah.
Nice.
I had to check you guys out and make sure you weren't Shag Jack.
We're not
Shag Jacks.
We try that.
Oh, I can handle Shag Jacks. I don't have any secrets, but you know, I thought, oh God, I hope they're not.
We try.
You're nice guys.
We're not we're not talented enough to be shock jocks.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Glenn.
You could be.
Glenn.
You're just not mean.
No. Well, not yet. But we're not going to be mean
go
to
ahead
you.
and get mean.
Not with you. We like you.
Not with you.
Good.
How are you?
Pronounce the name Shadix with one D. I've had it spelled every way under the sun.
I was surprised at the spelling.
Misspelled on the trailer. I tracked down not the second AD, but the first AD, because if you don't stop it, then it's on the call sheets and it ends up on the screen wrong, which never has happened.
That's the last thing you want. By the way, I am so pleased to notice that your voice has not changed since your role as Otho.
You know, I guess it hasn't. My voice is kind of unmistakable. I can go unnoticed until I open my damn mouth, and then people know I am. If you know, a certain demographic knows who I am, and people who've seen Beetlejuice 13 times certainly do.
Do you think are you best known for the role in Beetlejuice?
Well, you know, it was my very first film.
Was it your first film?
Yeah, it was the first time out.
And you nailed it.
Well,
Tim Burton saw you in
Stay Hungry, and I kind of watched them shoot that in Birmingham, and I'd been doing theater forever, and I'd already done regional equity theater, but then I went to Hollywood, and I found out he was doing Jack Nicholson's version of The Postman Always Rings Twice.
Yeah.
So I got my SAG card by doing, hey, miss, what about that chicken salad sandwich to Jessica Lange? That was all I said, and it was the back of my head. But my name was on the screen.
Was that your line? Did you come up with that line, like as a callback to Five Easy Pieces? Oh.
No. Actually, no, it was written in the script.
Oh.
So, but that was it. It was the back of my head. Of course, I told everybody on the planet that I was going to be in this movie, and then tried to cheat it so they could see my face, but Bob said,
let me ask you something.
Glenn, look at Jessica. Okay?
Yeah, she was easy to look at back
Glenn,
then.
what do you like to be called? What do you like to be called? Glenn, Glenny, Shadman, Shadix?
Glenn will do. You can call me anything, but late for supper, I'm fine.
Paint the picture for us. Where are you sitting right now?
I'm sitting at my desk at the lovely Birmingham landmark that I bought a home in.
See, I'm imagining it as like almost a Mr. Belvedere setup where he writes in his journal.
It's a beautiful, little nice place. Very nice place.
So I
had a house fire.
I read that.
I didn't build. It was built in 1887. I had a Victorian, a Queen Anne Victorian that burned December 8th, 2008.
How did the fire start?
It was the furnace. It was like the first chilly morning, a Saturday, the 13th of December, and I turned both thermostats. And I swear I went out to adjust the Christmas wreaths and sat on my swing on the side porch. When I went back in, I was greeted by a wall of black
smoke
and heat. And I ran out, and this black lady was driving by slow. I said, hey, do you have a cell phone? She said, I didn't call the fire department. You get the hell out of that. And I did, man. I didn't even go back in. I would have never cleaned up my closet. No, my favorite line, though, it happens to be one that I wrote, and I was sure that they were going to cut it, because but there was supposed to be an awkward moment just before Deo starts. And the lady beside me, I forget the actress's name, she was married to David Byrne. I think she still is, Talking Heads.
Oh, yeah, I love David Byrne.
They're still calling me. Hold on.
He does sound like me.
Yeah, you guys are like the same guy. Fritz Shadix.
And she says, paranormal. Is that what they're calling your kind these days? And I told Tim, I said, look, Otho would have a comeback for this bitch.
Damn right he would.
You know, hey. So I came up with, oh, don't mind her. She's still upset because somebody dropped a house on her sister.
That's a great line.
Yeah, it was, and I was just sure they were going to cut it. But they didn't.
That's awesome.
They didn't there. I loved it.
So you were also in one of my favorite movies, Heathers.
I wasn't Otho in that. I was Father Ripper. I was only Otho in Beetlejuice.
No, I said you were also, not Otho.
Oh, you thought I was Otho.
You're Otho in everything.
I'm Otho in everything.
Wouldn't that be great? What an amazing career that would be. If you could be the same character in every single film.
Well, you know, I had so much fun.
Well, then you'd be Jessica Alba.
If you've seen Heathers, then see.
I love Heathers. I'm 31.
Some
These
drag
younger
queen's
kids.
having a midnight showing of it this weekend in San Francisco, and they emailed me and wanted me to do a tag for it. And it still has a following. I spent
It's a great movie.
4 hours doing that. It was all I did on that. It was like one afternoon. I stayed, and when I didn't have a trailer, I stayed in Winona's trailer, and then they called me in.
Winona Ryder?
We shot
Yeah.
the whole thing like. Bang, 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 bang.
Wow, I love that movie. I watched that movie.
I remember one time I got a 45-cent residual. Never forget that. 45 cents. It cost them more to cut that check.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do they play it on USA or something? So you got a 45-cent
Well, I
residual.
only see your residuals are based on how long you worked and how much you made.
Oh, by the hour?
And well, you know, if you work, I think it's over 30 days on a film, then you get top residual.
Right.
You were on an episode of Seinfeld, right?
Yeah, you know, I was supposed to be a regular, and like, you know, the wise, ear to the ground talent that I am, I left it to do my own show.
You left Seinfeld to do your own show?
Yes, I did. I left it to do a show with Morris Day and Jerome Benton.
Morris
Day of the time?
Yep.
Holy.
We did a show together.
That'd be hard to resist.
Hey, I'm on the air with doing a radio show. Call me back. I don't know who that was, but they got to stop calling me. Anyway, we did like 2 episodes, but these guys, well, I don't want to say.
No,
but
come on.
Well, they wouldn't learn their life. They were
like
musicians. They weren't actors.
Right.
But it was like, you know, I was only being paid $3,000 an episode at the beginning of Seinfeld. And Fox came and offered me $14 per and guaranteed 6. And I thought, well, that's a lot more money, and I'd be a star of this one.
Yeah.
So, you know, smart me, I left.
I know how you
But,
feel. I know how you feel. I won't do a stand-up gig unless I get 3 drink tickets.
Well, you know, it's like I did it the second season when it wasn't the mega hit that it became. If I'd hung out, but you know,
Who were you on Beetlejuice? Were you the landlord?
Become totally ubiquitous on television because I've got a film career that they call me. I do a film every now and then, and it's kind of the best way to.
Yeah, and you're getting to do a lot of voiceover stuff too, which is cool.
Oh yeah, a lot of. I do voiceovers here, and you know, occasionally I'll get a call and do some. I'm going to Maui to do a wonderful. It's a European-produced film called Finding Gauguin. I play a schmarmy, evil art dealer, a French art dealer, and it's set in 1903.
Why do you get cast as evil? You seem like the sweetest
His
man on
real
the planet.
must be
I think it's
the
just
best
the way I
watch.
look, and plus whatever you do first is what they kind of peg you as.
Right.
And so since I did Otho, I'm not Otho, by the way. You know,
You're shattering
I'm
my
an
heart.
actor. I played rednecks and you know I played everything on stage from you know Shakespeare on down, you know up and around and But you know when you
God damn it, Glenn! Who
into
are
the
you
pop
on
culture.
Seinfeld?
Yeah, when you're introduced to pop culture with a hit, that sticks. And Otho was a memorable character, so it kind of stuck. And it was the first time people had seen me, so you know. But you know, I used to resent that, but now I'm just grateful because I'm older and wiser.
Glenn, are you on mushrooms right now?
On mushrooms. I'm getting a contact
Glenn, I've been trying to ask you for at least 45 minutes who you played on Seinfeld.
I played with John Plana. He was my Spanish boyfriend. He was my boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, they were like the landlords,
couple,
right?
And he
No, they weren't
spoke
landlords.
only Spanish, and I spoke English. So I would
No way.
inform the joke by speaking to him in English, and he would talk back in Spanish, and we were managing the building. I don't remember the name of the character. I only did one episode.
Is that with Kramer's Armoire or whatever?
No, it was when
I was drunk a lot.
The rock band, right? The rock band upstairs.
The girl in Seinfeld, what's her name?
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. She was going to move into an apartment that some lady had died, and she was going to move into that apartment. That was the episode that I did. And somebody, I've never seen it. You know,
Really?
webmaster, Gary Childress, who does GlennShadix.com. Check that out, folks. Glenn, Glenn, Shadix.
I linked to it today on my Facebook, Glenn.
He sent me the episode, and I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to watch it because I've never seen it.
Can we take some questions from listeners for you?
I'd love it.
All right, guys, if you want to ask Glenn anything that's on your mind about Glenn Shadix's life, I remember he was Otho on Beetlejuice. I believe he was Otho in Demolition Man.
I wasn't Otho in Demolition Man. I was associate Bob.
You can instant message me, AOL screen name, Red Bar Radio, and we will ask Glenn your questions.
Now, my character was different in Demolition Man. I played a eunuch. I was associate Bob. Even though you killed my employer, I would be most happy to serve in your administration. Remember that little thing with the Wesley Snipes? I love that character, and I lobbied to keep him alive. Stallone was going to kill him, was supposed to kill him in the script. And I went to the producer, Joel Silver, and I said, I'm too sweet to be shot. This character, I've made him too kind.
Right.
Poof.
And you know what it did? It gave me 3 more months on the movie.
Nice. What'd you think about Stallone?
No fool here. What?
What'd you think about how was working with Stallone? He seems like a lunatic.
Well, he was always nice to me, but, Sly, he has his particular niche, but,
Do you think he knows the word
I don't
niche?
have a hell of a lot in common with Sly. That's just, unfortunately, I gravitated towards Sir Nigel Hawthorne, and we became great friends.
Oh, wow, yeah. Who's your least favorite person you ever worked with? We need some juice.
Oh, yeah, I'll give some dirt. I'm out of Hollywood.
God.
Nobody has any. I'm not under contract to anybody.
Right on.
Sure.
That's a very good question.
Like, worst human being at their soul, you saw that they were an awful person. Well, it's Hollywood. That doesn't really narrow it down.
Carrie Fisher has got 2 faces.
Really?
I think, who else? Who else do I find repugnant? I don't think Carrie's not repugnant.
I thought you didn't ridicule people.
I'm going to. Well, I'm telling you the truth. You asked me how I felt. I'm telling you the truth.
Otho.
I'm not ridiculing. I'm telling you who I don't like.
Right.
Very nice. Let
me think. Of the people that I've worked with, I've been really lucky.
Oh, come on.
People, I'm honestly looking at IMDb here. I'm scrolling up. Sleepwalkers, Night Court. Oh, I didn't like John Larroquette that much.
You didn't like John Larroquette?
No, he was. I remember
up his own ass.
He turned what was supposed to be a single on me into a 2-shot and tried to steal the scene. I thought, you're the star of this. You should never try to steal a scene from a guest star because you want the show to be good. You don't want to have you don't want to be in every shot.
It breaks my heart to hear that Dan Fielding's a real asshole.
You know who was great? Will Smith.
Really?
I went in. I had just wrapped.
Mike's a huge fan of Will Smith.
I love Will. He's so
hell
good.
No.
So grounded.
Really?
I had just finished 6 months on Demolition Man, and they called me, and some actor had flaked, and they called me on a Thursday, and they taped on Friday. So I got in my car and buzzed out to CBS Radford, I think was where we were shooting, and, grabbed the script, went through camera blocking, and, Will had asked me if I'd do it as a favor, and I did, and we had a blast, and they show that damn thing all the time. I was lucky residual-wise that the shows I did, like Golden Girls, Cheers, Seinfeld, Fresh Prince. Those have been, in constant rerun.
Yeah. Is B. Arthur cool? Or was she?
I loved B.
I love B. Arthur, too.
Late B. Oh, she was great. And Betty White, I've worked with her a lot, and I love that woman. Everybody loves Betty White.
That's good to hear.
Not to love.
No, she seems lovable. I'm glad she actually is.
And Rue McClanahan was great, too. That was my first situation comedy, and I had one line. But it was great. I shot it while I was doing Beetlejuice. I did that.
Glenn, we have some...
I didn't like Bruce Willis. I shot a movie with him, and it was the whole
seems
section
like a prick.
was cut.
He seems
Bruce
like
Willis,
a prick.
Jerk.
This is what I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
Would you be able to say, hi, this is Glenn Shadix, you're listening to Red Bar Radio, and then go, this show is possessed?
Okay.
Would you mind doing it right now?
Are you ready?
All right, action.
This is Glenn Shadix. You are listening to Red Bar Radio, and I think the station is probably possessed.
Let's do it one more time to be safe.
All right.
Just the last line. Deliver the last line again.
You are listening to Red Bar Radio, and I think this station is probably possessed.